Digivolution.
Veemon has to be the best Digimon out there. Well, it's my favorite Digimon, and I've been using him as my mascot since I started making Digimon content, right? So I'm not planning on stopping, by the way. And today, guys, we're going to talk about the Veemon Digivolution line. So we got the Veemon line, XV-Veemon / Emperor Dramon line, and the Digi-Egg line of Veemon that we're going to talk about. So I'm really hyped for this series, guys, because what we're going to do is talk about each and every single dope Digivolution line out there. So if there's another dope Digivolution line I shall talk about in the future, let me know in the comment section below. And well, I think we are ready to jump into it, so let's do this. To start this off, we're gonna go with the XV-Veemon / Emperor Dramon line, but first, we're gonna talk about Veemon. Veemon, the Digimon that you probably know due to his appearance in Digimon O2 as the partner of Davis Matsumoya. So it is a new species of Digimon that was discovered recently. As a survivor of a species that flourished in the genesis of the digital world, it is able to perform armor evolution, a pseudo evolution using the Digimentals. Among others, Veemon is an excellent combat species as it possesses heightened power and demonstrates tremendous abilities by armor evolving. Although he has a mischievous, prank-loving personality, he has another side with a strong sense of justice. And his special move is knocking down the opponent with an intense headbutt that you probably know of, the headbutt. Next up is an adult level mythical dragon Digimon that attained Veemon's natural power and evolve. XV-Veemon, which is a purebred of Veedramon, and it is said that the variant species is a Veedramon. The attacks he unleashed using his developed arm and leg strength are tremendous, and are powerful enough to destroy a mountain of rock without leaving a trace. It is feared because he possesses such destructive power, but in reality, he has a strong sense of justice, and will not use that power recklessly. His special move is an energy wave emitted from the X-Panther on his chest, X-Laser. And there's also the evil side of it, that is XV-Veemon Black. Now to a Dragonman Digimon which progressively evolved from XV-Veemon and Stingmon, that is Dramon. Its dragon-based elements are more pronounced, and you acquire impregnable defensive ability due to the power possessed by dragon and shell possessed by insects. It finishes off the opponent with its keen movements, even more so than with its power. Its loyalty is unwavering, and is even willing to lose its life for the sake of its master. Its special move is an energy wave fired from the two organic cannons producing from its waist. Desperado Blaster. Oh, and before we move to the next form of Dramon, we shall go to Veemon, a mutant Digimon which progressively evolved from Stingmon and XV-Veemon, a chimera of a dragon and insect. It is a Digimon which possesses the name Terrible Bee. It is hard to classify its species as either a dragon type or an insect type, but its insect nature is more pronounced. It flies through the sky with its four wings and accurately perceives the opponent with the competent eyes on its head, so it can reliably choke the life out of its opponent. Also, Veemon possesses a constantly ferocious personality, and his special move is the Dance of Hell, which is nimble movements leave behind after image while it chops up the opponent. Now to Emperor Dramon Dragon Mode, the ultimate ancient dragon Digimon that existed in ancient times. There is a clear distinction between it and other Digimon in terms of existence or ability. Also, Emperor Dramon is called the Dragon Mode, but there seems to exist a fighter mode that is able to liberate all of its power. However, it is said that form has never been seen due to its immense power. Controlling it is next to impossible, and depending on how it is to raise, it may become a savior or a god of destruction. Its special move is firing supermassive dark matter, swallowing everything in the dark space that is called Mega Death. Its technique is a terrifying ability that completely annihilated everything within a radius of a few hundred meters around the and backpoint of the dark matter. And it's also worth mentioning that Emperor Dramon Dragonmon also have a black version that is called Emperor Dramon Black, and it looks freaking awesome. Now to the fighter mode, a form of the ancient dragon Digimon Emperor Dramon Dragon mode that liberate all of its power, changing form into the legendary fighter mode. It is the ultimate Digimon that acquire a great intellect by changing from the difficult to control dragon mode to a human form. It is said that the power to destroy a planet dwells in its attacks. Its special moves are the Poison Train Laser, equipped to its right arm and inserting the Poison Train Laser into the dragon face on its chest, then emitting all of its body energy as a destructive energy wave. Giga Death. Its power is 10 times that of a Dragon's Mode Mega Death. Also, when it awakes to perfect justice, it is able to transform into an even further mode, which we're gonna talk right now. Actually, I gotta mention that Emperor Dramon have a fighter mode black too, like Dragon mode. Emperor Dramon Parado mode that acquired the power of the Holy Knight Omegamon, powering up and changing form into a legendary Holy Knight that is the Paladin mode, as the final, strongest form of Emperor Dramon that was told of since ancient times, descended in a time of great disruption in the ancient digital world and rescued the world from complete collapse. However, all of the details of the area are a mystery, and if research into Digimon in the digital world progress, it is likely that they will eventually be clarified. Its special move is cutting the opponent in two with a single stroke of its ultimate Omega Blade sword, resetting and clearing their configuration data. Now that we are done with the Emperor Dramon / XV-Veemon Digivolution line, it's now time to talk about the Veemon Digivolution line, starting with Veemon, a mythical ancient species Digimon that, even with the vagueness of the digital world, is said to only exist on the Folder continent. Its existence is extremely precious, and even on the Folder continent, it is already rare to encounter. Also, it is said that only one Digimon tamer was able to tame Veemon, with the exception of it becoming known as Veemon due to the V-shaped pattern on its chest. Its way of life is a mystery, but for some reason, it is always mistaken for a dog. It is the owner of offensive power that is uncommon even among adults, but if it is put into a predicament, it exhibits power that surpasses even that of a perfect. Its special move is a high temperature heat ray spread out of its mouth, V-Breath Arrow. And it's also worth mentioning that there's a Veemon that is red, and the reason why it's red is because when Veemon reaches his peak of anger, he becomes like that. And there's also another Veemon that is called Gold Veemon, and this one is from Veemon dissolving with the Digimon Toll of Fate, and he will become a Gold Veemon. And if the red Veemon and Gold Veemon fuse together, they will become Master Veemon. So that is quite interesting to see two of those guys fusing together to make this awesome monster. It's also worth mentioning that there's a black version as well of Veemon and Zeromaru from the V-Tamer series. Now to Arrow Veemon, a Digimon that is able to move through the sky. Among the rare species of Veemon, it is said that only veteran warriors that have come through numerous battles are able to evolve. So its existence is already becoming a legend. Not only did its evolution grant its wing, but it also evolved several parts of its body for better grappling, acquire stronger offensive and defensive power. If you include its attacks from the sky, there are probably no longer any opponents who can rival Arrow Veemon. Now, the special moves that I can show you guys that he acquired is a Dragon Impulse, a pretty sick move. And finally, it's time to talk about All Force Veemon. a Holy Knight Digimon based on the legend that only appears within a certain prophecy heading down from the ancient digital world. In that prophecy is right to the appearance of the Royal Knights, the guardian deities of the network. And based on the prophecy, it is said that the Digimon that are called the Royal Knights will assemble at the time of the digital world's greatest crisis. Alpha's Veemon possesses the swiftest speed among the Royal Knights, and there's no one that can follow its movements. Also, its body is wrapped in holy armor made of the lightest weight rare metal blue Digizooid, which is rare even among chrome Digizooid, so he can cleave the sky and split the heart. He can extend weapons and the shield from the V bracelets equipped to both of its arm. And its special move is Shining V-Force. Now, Alpha's Veemon also have XT body forms, and due to that, he got that thing called the All-Force, its own ultimate force that pretty much has been drawn up further, and even more so that it's swift speed, so it's even faster than what he was before, since he's already pretty fast already. That is freaking crazy, right? And the All-Force also has a recommendable healing abilities, so it is instantly self-recovers from any damage. And even if you catch sight of Alpha's Veemon briefly and attack it, you will immediately suffer a counter attack with all of its power, so you don't want to mess with this guy whatsoever. And there's also Alpha's Veemon Future Mode that's been seen in Digimon Adventure V-Timer with Zerumaru, the partner of Yagami Taichi in that series. Well, this is one of the coolest of all the Alpha's Veemon for sure, but this one, dude, is really crazy, right? There's not much to say about it, that's why I haven't said anything, but I had to mention it. Now we are done with the two best line of Veemon, but we're gonna talk about the Armor Digivolution line as well now. So the first one is Magnamon, a word Digimon that evolved to the power of the miracles. It possesses tremendous defensive abilities, and its offensive power is equivalent to that of a Mega Digimon, or even greater, and it is one of the Royal Knights. So no matter what kind of predicament those who acquire the power of the Dig Egg of Miracles fall into, they're able to overcome it through that miraculous power, and as such, it's definitely appropriate to call it a miracle item. Now we got Magnamon X, so during battle, it will increase in hardness, and if it enters the gold Digioid state in which its entire body shines gold, it is a completely invulnerable. Now, if Veemon use the Dig Egg of Courage, he will become Flame Dramon. And the Digi-Egg of Courage has the attribute of flame, and those that don't this Digi-Egg have their combat ability rise like blazing flames, allowing them to perfect attacks on enemy Digimon with intense power. And now with the Digi-Egg of Friendship, you will get Raidramon. The Digi-Egg of Friendship has the attribute of thunder, and those that don't this Digi-Egg fight against their enemies with nimble movements like lightning piercing the ground and defeat them with electric-based techniques. Now, Veemon can go into many other Digivolution forms that are Kangaroomon, Garglemon, Sagittaromon, Setmon, Depmon, Yasiamon, and Honeybeemon. So you do have many Digivolution lines due to that, but those will be for another video when I'm gonna explain them, guys, because I'm planning on making a video explaining every single armor Digimon out there, so that's gonna be really awesome. So that's why I don't want to talk about all the other ones, but they are worth mentioning because they do require Veemon to make those guys happen, so it is pretty crazy, right? So yeah, guys, that was the Veemon Digivolution line, and it was really awesome to talk about each and every single one of them, because come on now, Veemon is the best Digimon out there, right? And you know, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, that'll be greatly appreciated. And if you have any suggestions on who I should do next for the Digivolution line, please let me know in the comment section below. It can be any Digimon, so if there's any Digimon that you like me to talk about, let me know, you know? So, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe if you love Digimon, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon. So yeah, peace out, and have an amazing, Gucci, sexy day. You know it.